Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Leslie and today I am sharing another video in my series called One Sheet Wonder Wednesdays. It's where I take one cut apart sheet from a collection and I make a layout with this one cut apart sheet. And the sheet I'm using today is from Pebbles, special delivery. It's a girl collection and it's obviously an older collection. I got it still before I got it before I got into all the collections and so on. So it's a couple of years old at least. But it's beautiful. I love the colors. I love the fact that these are all squares, and there's so much you can do with a layout with a cut apart sheet like this with the squares. There's so much inspiration on Pinterest and on the internet. And so yes, so Lucy is joining us again for the voiceover, so you will hear her in the background. The photo that I'm using there is of my other daughter, Emma, when she was a baby. She must have been, I think, like a week, maybe 2 weeks old there. She's just lying there in her play gym, checking everything out around her. So you'll see I cut up all the squares. And the idea that I had with this was to... I had the idea of a frilly skirt in my head, or like a lacy or a frilly banner, something like that. So I'm just going to be placing the little squares in a formation that I like. I'm going to fast forward it a bit because it is a bit tedious to watch me trying to sort out everything I want. And these are brand new fringe scissors that I got for myself, and this is the first time I'm using them, so I really like them. And I thought, what better layout to use this on than this layout? That it's a girl layout, and I want to create a skirt sort of idea or finish on it. So I did do some fussy cutting, not a lot. Usually with these One Sheet Wonder pages I do a lot of fussy cutting, but this one I cut the little rabbit, and then there's a bird. I cut the bird out and I cut the fox, and you'll see the bird on the right hand side of the photo, and I'm busy with the little fox now. So I'm going to be popping all of those up on some foam squares just to give them some extra dimension. And also one of the other things I do with these pages is I do some mixed media in the background. And you know what, I wish I planned better with this layout. Usually I have a clear vision in my head of what I want to do, but I didn't with this one. So I winged it. And yeah, I'm not crazy about this. I don't think this is going to be one of my most favorite layouts ever, but it turns out okay in the end. I did have a disastrous moment that will be coming up shortly, and I think I fixed it a little bit. But yeah, so that's just some gelato. The lighter color is called Guava, and the more pink color, I think it's called Bubblegum. Yeah, the darker pink color is called Bubblegum. So I am impatient, so I don't wait for all the gelato to dry. So I just add some of my ATG gun there, the tape, just to see, or just I just sort of eyeballed where the squares would go. So there I'm just adding my first layer, and I'm also not going to make you watch this. It's also a bit tedious. So and there you go. What I did with the top 2 rows is as you'll see here, I'm just folding up, curling up, tearing, distressing the edges, the bottom edges of the squares, just to give them some dimension and so forth. So that is the branding strip of the sheet, and on the B side is this beautiful little rickrack pattern. So I thought that would be quite cute to go at the top there. And yeah, so this is where the disaster, I think this is where the disaster ensues. Let me see. Not yet, not yet. You have been spared a couple of more minutes. So I'm popping up the little rabbit on some foam squares. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Bam. I was in disbelief. For some or other reason, I thought it would spray like Heidi Swap Color Shine, just gently spritzes out of the bottle, but it didn't. It made a big fat splotch in one area. I was so, yeah. So what's my solution? Let's add splatters immediately on top of that. Let's not try and fix it, but let's add some more splatters. So yeah, I had to fix that. I really didn't like it. I thought I ruined it, and I thought I'd have to tear the top part of the page off and redo the whole gelato thing. But I do fix it in the end. I stapled the photo to some tissue paper just to give it some a matting. And the tissue paper is soft and feminine, and yeah. So then I had this idea: how about I cover that whole area with tissue paper, sort of like a frilly. Some more layers in the skirt that I am creating. So yeah, so just I've done this many times before, and I have some of those layouts on video. If you want to go and check out my YouTube channel, just the rest of it, I have a couple of layouts that have disastrous turn. Halfway through it, it's quite disastrous, but then I sort of salvage it, and in the end it works out. So let this be a testament to you not to throw it out immediately. See what you can do with your layout if there is something that went wrong like this, or if there's a disaster. See what you can do with it. And another disaster that I only realized after this, I made this, that on the left hand side, yes, that is Elmer's glue. It is a craft glue. And I only read after I did this layout, I read on the bottle that it is not suitable for photos. So probably in a couple of years' time, there'll be these horrible acid splotches or discolorations on my layout, but oh well. This layout was doomed from the beginning. I've not used this glue on any of my other layouts, so I don't think any of my other layouts will suffer from my stupidity. So that's the kids' craft glue, and I've been running out of glue, so I just dug into their craft stash and dug it out. But yeah. So I think I did quite an okay job of covering that disgusting blob up there. After filming, I did go and add some more of the tissue paper just to thicken it up a bit. And but yes, and there I'm just sticking the last little bits on the layout. The little the little butterfly, the bird, the rabbit, and the fox. And yeah, and I've had a couple of requests for some specific series ideas, and I love the requests I've been getting. So please leave them in the comment section below, or in the in your comment section, and I will do my best to see if I can't get some of those requests up and running. The one request is that you make a layout with only a paper pad. So you obviously have no embellishments, you've got no ephemera, no puffy stickers, anything. It's just the paper pad. So I'm looking forward to getting done with that. So yes. See, it doesn't look that bad in the end. So, okay, so this is about it for this video. Remember, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.